my name is Molly, and today I am here to talk to you about some of the books that I want different point of views from. Now, I chose these books because most of them I want from, actually all of them I want from the guy's perspective. Because we usually get the girl's perspective and we get what she feels and what she thinks, but I want to know what the boys' feelings are. Like, what were they like when they first met this person or whatever. So I have about, how many books do I have? I have 8 books that I want different point of views on, and yeah. The first book I don't have a physical copy of, but it is Obsidian by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I want point from Damon's point of view. Like, I just want to know what he thought, maybe when he first met her, when he told her what he was, or something. Give me something here. Like, I just love reading things from the guy's perspective. And I like the girls, don't get me wrong. I think the girls is a good way to go for the entire book, but I also like guys' perspectives in little novellas and stuff. And for Obsidian, I think I would do like little novellas, just little snapshot moments, instead of like this whole big thing. And then another book I have that I don't have a physical copy of is Angel Fall by Susan E. And I don't know, I think I might want a whole book from his perspective. Just Raph, man. His name's Raph, right? I just love him. Like, I want to know what he's thinking this entire time. When he's getting beaten up. When his wings get chopped off. When Penryn saves him. When Penryn saves him again. When he thinks Penryn's dead. Like, I want to know what he's thinking. And I'm just like, just please tell me your inner thoughts. Please, please, please. Next is a book that I have a physical copy of, and that is White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I feel like I talk about this book a lot. And actually in this book it has like bonus content, and it actually does have a scene from the guy's point of view. What's the guy's name? Oh my god, why can't Roth's point of view, and I loved it, so I'm like, I want more. But I would want novellas, so spoilers for the last book in the series, Every Last Breath, so if you haven't, just don't listen. When he thinks she's dead, when he finds out that she has to kill herself to save everyone. Like, I want those moments, but not the entire book, because I feel like some of those moments would be boring. So, it's just the snapshot moments when they're together, and it's cute, because I just love them together so much. Next one I have is Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. Now, in Queen of Zombie Hearts, I believe, you get a moment from Cole's point of view. It's the breakup, Allie and Cole's breakup, and I really enjoyed reading from his point of view. And I think that is another instance where novellas are good. I don't want a whole book from his perspective because that would get kind of annoying, but just like little snapshots of what he thinks at certain moments when he first meets her, first kiss, just little moments when they're together, I think would be really cute and really fun to read about. So, yeah. Next is one I've been sitting on for forever, and all my friends think I'm stupid, but whatever, they can suck it up, and that is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. I want this entire series rewritten in Peeta's point of view. That's what she should do for the 10th anniversary. I don't know when that is. How long has the book been out? I don't even know. But I think she should do, like, the books from Peeta's point of view. Because I think that would just be so cool to see what he's thinking, because he has a different storyline than Katniss. He is not the face of the rebellion. So a lot of people might think it's boring, but if you're fans of the series already, I think you would enjoy it. But like I said, he's not the face of the rebellion. He's not what everyone thinks of. He's not the one that's saved. He's the one that gets his mind erased. He's the one that has to start completely over. He's the one whose whole family died. He's the one who had no friends. He's the one that got ignored by Katniss, that didn't have a second love interest. And so I think that his story would have been a lot more of a struggle. Although Katniss's was like a really big struggle, but we never really think about how much of a struggle Peeta's life could have been. And I think I like what Veronica Roth did with Divergent, how she had 4, which was like a prequel to the series from 4's point of view, and I think that would be cool to do with Peeta. And all my friends think I'm stupid. They're like, well, how would you write Mockingjay from his point of view? Because he's getting brainwashed and he doesn't remember anything. And I'm like, but write it from that point. Like, I think that would be really cool to see what he's thinking, what's going through his head, if he fights it, which he obviously would. Things like that I think would be really interesting. Seeing him in the first games, he almost didn't survive. He almost died. What was he thinking? He didn't have the survival skills that Katniss did. He was still chased. He was still, like, stabbed. So I think it would be really interesting. And ever since I read the books, I wanted, like, Peeta's point of view. So I think it would have been very interesting to see this, and I'm still holding out hope for it to happen. Next one, I don't know if it really counts because it was done and then it wasn't done. So Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. I think Edward's point of view would be really cool. But, okay, so I wasn't in the Twilight fandom because I just read the Twilight books this year. But apparently a while ago she was writing Midnight Sun, which was this entire book, so like a big book like this, from Edward's point of view, which I think would be really cool. Like, I would like to see how he was thinking. He might be a tough character to read about, like read from his point of view, but it would still be kind of interesting to see what he thought of Bella and, you know, his life as a vampire and stuff like that. So, but apparently it was like leaked or something, so she decided not to release it, and I'm like, but I wasn't in the fandom, and I still want to read it, so can you release it, please? Like, can you just, please? So, yeah, I threw it on the list anyway, but it doesn't really count because it was already written, but then it didn't get released, so it does count. So, yeah. Next one that I would pick would be Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Now, this is one of my favorite books of all time. I love this book so much. I'm so excited for the sequel, which I didn't get an arc of at Comic-Con, which depresses me beyond belief, but whatever. So I think it would be really cool to see from Maven's point of view and Cal's, because Cal is the one I ship her with, so I obviously want his point of view. I read a collection of fan fiction which is a collection of one-shots from Cal's point of view of like all these moments with Mare, and it was just so amazing. So like, if someone fanfiction world can write that, I'm sure Victoria Aveyard could do a fantastic job. And then Maven's point of view I think would be interesting too, just to see how his mind works and what he's thinking throughout all this, because you really don't get a feel for his feelings of the whole love triangle, and it would be really cool to see the plot twist from all the different characters' perspective. And I'm not going to tell you what the plot twist is because I don't want to spoil anything. I mean, like, I did a book talk for this, so if you want me, I'll link that down below if you want to check it out. And if you haven't read it, go read it. It's so amazing. And like, people would tell me that and I wouldn't read it, and then I read it and I was like, why the hell didn't I read this when I first got it, when it first came out? Like, what was wrong with me there? Just push past the first like few chapters. They're kind of boring. It's like starting a new TV show. Just push past the first like 3 chapters and you'll be good. And the last book today that I have for you that I want from a different character's perspective is, oh, let's see, I don't know. I bet the cover fooled you, right? Because it's the new cover. Because my other covers, like, my other hardcover version is, like, smushed in there, so I decided just to take this one because it was out already. The Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. I want the entire book from Jace's perspective. I want the entire book from Izzy's perspective. I want the entire book from Magnus's perspective. I want the entire book from Simon's perspective. I literally want this book written like 8 different times from all the different characters' point of views. Like, do you know how amazing that would be? I would be so just like, I probably like would spend like thousands of dollars on the books just to like get them all in their point of views. Like, literally the entire series I just want in their point of views. In the books, in the main books, you really only get a feel for Clary's feelings. Like, once in a while you'll get glimpses into the other characters because it's written in 3rd person, it's not written in 1st person, but you really only get a feel for Clary's feelings. What's going through her head? And I think it would just be so interesting to have that one person point of view. That first person, you know exactly what they're thinking. And Jace would probably be my top pick, but I really love all the characters. So I would love to see like their stories, because their stories, they have separate stories, but they also have stories that intertwine. So it would be interesting to see all the different things that they got going on. But Jace, in this book, they have, she put like 2 novellas in the back, one of Clace's first kiss and one of when he first sees her. And I just think it's the most adorable thing ever. Like, I just love it. I just love it. It's so cute. So, I mean, Cassie, get on this, please. Please, I'm begging you. Like, I'm literally, I'm gonna tweet you, and I'm gonna be like, Cassie, you need to write me another book. So, those are all the books I want different point of views on. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with mine? Do you think they would work? Do you not? Do you have other books that you want to see with different people's point of views? Let me know, guys, and I have a bunch of new videos coming soon. So, bye for now.